one political storm, and a dramatic breakup that could reshape the future of America. Just months ago, Elon Musk and Donald Trump looked like a power duo, unstoppable, unshakable, and aligned on nearly every issue. Together, they were shaping the narrative of 2024. But deep down, something didn't feel quite right. Back in January, I was asked a simple question. How long will this alliance last? I said, mark my words, by June, it'll fall apart. And guess what? On June 5th, it happened, loud and clear, a public fallout, a political divorce. But why? Behind closed doors, Trump and Musk's relationship was never as smooth as it seemed. Trump was uneasy about the influence Musk had on policy discussions. Musk, on the other hand, was growing increasingly frustrated with the political games he couldn't control. This wasn't a boardroom, it was Washington. The final straw? Insiders suggest Trump's camp was getting tired of Musk trying to steer the narrative, especially with controversial proposals and extreme cost-cutting ideas. Josh Holmes, a longtime GOP strategist, called the breakup the least surprising thing in Washington. Because if you know politics, you know this. It's not about who has the money. It's about who has the votes. Musk is worth over $400 billion. He spent nearly $300 million on the 2024 election cycle, two-thirds of which helped Trump or Republican causes. But Musk brought money. Trump brought voters. 77.3 million of them. And in politics, that's what wins elections. Trump's bond with his voter base is historic, even deeper than Reagan's in the 1980s. Musk can buy media time, influence narratives, and maybe even sway opinions. But he can't command the loyalty of everyday voters the way Trump can. Republican lawmakers know this. They don't follow the money, they follow the momentum. And right now, that momentum is still with Trump. When Trump first entered office in 2016, he acted like a CEO, tough, commanding, direct. But 8 years later, he's evolved. Now, he's a political strategist who understands compromise, negotiation, and the slow grind of legislation. Musk, meanwhile, is still learning that you can't run the US government like SpaceX. You can't fire Congress, you can't override democracy, and you definitely can't buy your way into the Oval Office. That's why Musk's threats to shift his funding to Democrats didn't work. Trump shrugged them off and told him bluntly, "Go ahead, but don't expect me to forget it." Musk responded, "Then I won't fund anyone at all." Here's the truth the media often ignores. Trump doesn't need billionaire backers. In 2024, his campaign raised hundreds of millions through small donations. His name alone triggers more online donations than any other political figure in American history. Meanwhile, Musk's name sometimes appears in fundraising texts, without his knowledge, just to get clicks. That's how powerful Trump's base is. But while Republicans navigate the drama, there's a storm on the Democratic side too, and it might be even worse.
Dr. David Shiner, Obama's former physician, made headlines when he said that Biden's cognitive decline is being ignored by his current medical team. That's right, the president's own health is now a topic of national debate. And Dr. Kevin O'Connor, Biden's longtime physician, is now under fire for possibly covering up signs of mental deterioration.
This isn't a small issue. If these claims hold weight, we could be looking at a 25th Amendment scenario, a constitutional crisis over the president's ability to lead. And it raises one painful question for Democrats. Did they knowingly push a candidate who wasn't fit to serve? If so, millions of voters may feel betrayed, not just politically, but personally. As the Biden situation unfolds, Democrats are looking for a new issue to shift focus, something that resonates deeply with Americans. One answer: K-12 education. Today, one of the most ignored and dangerous problems in America is chronic absenteeism. Kids, especially from low-income areas, are missing 10% or more of school days. And the worst part? No one's talking about it. COVID-19 exposed the cracks in the system, But now those cracks have become canyons. Education reform could become the next big battle, and whoever takes charge could win millions of new supporters. Republicans are proposing to shut down the education department entirely. Democrats, if they're smart, will propose something bold: rebuilding public schools, cutting red tape, holding teachers accountable, and prioritizing students over unions. It won't be easy. The teachers' unions are strong. The status quo resists change, but someone has to rise. Could it be Sarah Huckabee Sanders? Her work in Arkansas shows a blueprint: merit-based teacher pay, literacy programs, and parent-first policies. She could become the Republican voice of education, or maybe a Democratic challenger, someone fresh, someone honest, will take the stage and say, "We failed our kids, now we fix it." Because at the end of the day, America isn't just about power plays and campaign donations. It's about people. It's about families. And it's about the future of the next generation. So whether it's billionaires breaking up, presidents in denial, or kids falling through the cracks, one thing is clear: America is at a crossroads, and every choice we make from now on will shape the next 50 years. If you found this breakdown helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more real, unfiltered stories that mainstream media won't tell you.